Good morning, welcome to the JB Show. How are we doing? So, I'm mentally ruined after Peppa Pig yesterday. That was a long day. Feeling it today. So listen, today we're going to be talking about finding control. I think a large amount of people are lacking control in their lives. Control on what they want, control of what they need. And I think that creates an awful lot of overwhelm, frustration, which then leads to anxiety, depression, which leads to a miserable life. And you being a miserable shit to everyone around you, as my partner used to call me. Anyway, listen, before we start, if I may, I'm just going to say that today's the last day to, if all of the free stuff that I put out there is not quite enough for you and you want that little bit more of accountability, you want that more direction, that coaching, that mentoring, if you want the next level and all of the free stuff that I offer is just not quite doing it, then my places for my mastermind closes today. I'm doing 50% off the monthly figure. It's like, works out about £3.30 a day. Just come and work with me. And you can ask the guys in the Brotherhood, just go and ask them as if you know who they are. But we are achieving massive things in there, guys, in the Brotherhood. Massive things. And I'd love for anyone who is committed to themselves, anyone who's looking to develop themselves and take their life to the next level, and I mean the next level, to come and drop me a message and I'll send you all the details. Right, that's that part done. So look, finding control. We know our crazy lives. So a question I get an awful lot of through emails or inboxes is like, how do I get out of this rut? How do I sort of stop feeling anxious and stop being depressed? Now, what I personally feel, because I'm not a psychologist, just from my own life experience and the experience of working with hundreds of guys over the last couple of years, is that all of that stems from not really knowing what we want in life. And that lack of control that we have by not knowing what we want out of life creates an overwhelming feeling of overwhelm and frustration. And that overwhelm and frustration combined chemically then creates anxiety and depression. And that over a long period of time creates a rut and a lack of awareness to health, emotions, and you're consistently in an emotional state rather than thinking logically. Because the logical thing to get out of anxiety and depression is do something about it. But we're so emotionally in a low state, mental state, that we can't. And the origin that I talked about is that control. So many things and elements of our lives that we don't control. And that was big for me. That was a massive thing for me personally. And for a lot of guys that I've worked with. Lacking the control to really know what you want out of life. And when I say what you want out of life, I don't mean like what car do you want, what type of house do you want. I mean, what do you want? Let me give you an example. So for me, what I want out of life is to be in control of my own time. To me, time is more valuable. I'm a millionaire when it comes to time. Okay, I'm a millionaire when it comes to time because time is much more valuable currency than money to me. Okay, I know it doesn't pay the bills, but it gives me the life that I want to lead. I'm able to go off to Peppa Pig World for a day. I'm able to just nip off to Cyprus for a couple of days. I'm in charge of my own time. I can pick my kids up every single day. I can take them to school every single day. That there is inner happiness for me. Inner happiness for me. I leave my potential to earn more money on the table because I sacrificed that for my time. I could put in another 8 hours a day, 6-7 hours a day. I could expand around the world to America and Australia, bring in loads more people, have all of that energy devoted to there. But I know that the bigger that my world gets in terms of business sense, the more effort and stress and distraction that takes away from what I want. So what I want is, I'm loving my life at the minute because it's not overly complicated, it's not overly stressed, it's just the way that I want to live it. if I expand around the world, which I'm sure we will at some point, but not right now while the kids are at the state that they're in. It just distracts me and causes a lack of control. And that lack of control would cause me frustration. It would cause me stress. It would start making me feeling anxious. Then start fucking going into that depressed state again, that low mental state. And I'll probably start neglecting myself. And I don't want to go down that route. Even if I have the best systems in place, there's bound to be dramas. So for me, that's what I want. So for you, what is your control? What is it that you want out of life? You know, where's it going? So when you understand that, you can then live and you can build your life around whatever that core thing is you want. So you think about all the stuff I preach about: time management, planning, organisation, family time. Everything I'm doing, I mean, the reason I'm not anxious and depressed anymore is because I'm in control of my daily actions, weekly actions. Everything I do has a purpose. It has an end state. It has a reason behind it. I don't just do this for the sake of it. That gives me my element of control. And that's what I try to implement within the guys in my brotherhood, the guys in my mastermind, the guys I work with on one-on-one. And it's trying to say, you know, what is that core reason? What do you want? What do you want? And when you know what you want, you can then find control. And the control is the origin, to me, of your happiness. Because it takes all the emotional state out of everything. When you know what you want. Think about a sprinter. Ask him what he wants. What's his purpose? His control. That's to win a gold in an Olympic or World Championships. You know, he's in control of every action he takes. Whereas if he didn't know what he wanted, he'd be frustrated at training every single day. He'd be getting pissed off. His mental state will be low. So my challenge to you for the rest of the day is to go away and say, to be in control of my life, I need to know what I want out of my life. Otherwise, I'm just literally basking and taking each day as it comes and waking up with no purpose, no vision, no sense of direction, which creates that overwhelm. What a horrible feeling. Sometimes you just think, God, what am I doing? I've got the whole world caving in on me. And then that frustration comes in, and then it starts playing like tricks on your mind, and then it starts like fucking put you in a depressed state, and then we start slipping with nutrition, with fitness, and we start becoming unhealthy and even more in a rut. Can you just see how it escalates? You are in control of the control panel. The control panel is your head, your brain. That is your control panel. Input into that brain what you need out of life, what you want out of life, and start working towards that. All right, guys, if you want to do some more work on this with me, in our mastermind, this is what we do. Okay, this is not for the brotherhood. There's two separate things. The brotherhood is like a silver membership. The mastermind is our top end coaching stuff. Okay, this is where we put a little bit, you get more access to me, coaching, mentoring, and if it's something you want to come into to work with me on, take control of your life, raise your game, and I'm serious with what we do, guys. There's, you know, I'm sure there's loads out there, but no, it works. It fucking works, I promise you. Just drop me a PM, have an amazing weekend, and I'll catch you all real soon.